Hello everyone, we're here with the third hive update, but this is going to be a kind of a bulk update. We're going to talk about how we are feeding the bees. So what we're doing was today we're going to be feeding them protein patty, which is a food that we make. This has all sorts of different things in it. It's high in protein and fat. The protein comes from brewer's yeast. And the fat comes from various different oils we put in, mostly sunflower, coconut. It's super sticky. Also has a lot of sugar in it. Without the sugar, the bees probably wouldn't eat it, so you have to put sugar in it as well.
Spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
Yeah. Then we also make our blend of essential oils that attracts the bees to it. So this has lemongrass, spearmint in it. So what this does is, in order for the bees to survive the winter, they need to have a lot of fat on their body. So they're somewhat like a bear in that respect, that they have to build up their fat stores in the winter time, or for the winter time. So that's what this helps do. And then the protein also gives them the ability to finish off raising the brood. We're going to probably leave it about that much. This hive here is almost right full of honey. Some of the hives that are a little bit light on honey, I don't know if Jaden wants to spin around, we have bags of feed over there, plus the 2 buckets. We're doing some bulk feeding this year. We're going to be gone for a week and a half, or 2 weeks closer to. So we decided to make sure that they have enough food here. We gave them the pails full of honey. Those act kind of like a chicken feeder. They come out, a little bit of food comes out the bottom, they can go and eat it. We're also feeding some yellow jackets in the process, but it's better to have the bees have a plentiful supply of food. And then the hives that are a little bit light on honey, we're going to give them the bags of sugar syrup so that they have a little bit closer access to it. Don't have to fight so much. Also, the goldenrod is really blooming up here. Last night you can see all the way to the cabin in the background. The air was a little bit heavier. My veil is just a pain in the butt today. Air was a little bit heavier last night, and the goldenrod honey stinks. It almost smells like gym socks. And you could smell the hives from all the way back there. So a little bit different smell in the bee yard. We've kind of mentioned that before. But the goldenrod honey is like the last hurrah for the bees. One of the last nectar sources, so they really hit that hard to make sure they have enough honey in the hives. Like I said, this hive here is almost right, the top box is right full of honey. I can see all the way through that it's pretty full. So this hive here, this is Queen Dorsey, should do well this year. And I guess with that, that's just what our process is. We're going to keep watching the hives, make sure that they have close to a full deep of honey by the end of the year. The other thing that we'll be doing is doing some mite counts probably next time we come up, just to make sure that all the mites are dead. If they're not in a controllable level, then we'll have to treat again with a different method. And then just make sure they have honey, and we'll also probably treat for some nosema too then. So I guess with that, that's what we're doing for feeding the bees this year. And we'll hopefully that they'll be nice, healthy, fat bees by the end of summer, early fall. So thanks for purchasing a hive. We'll see you next time.